Greetings, boys and girls. And this is a continuation of the previous rant regarding the e-check. I don't know if we're recording. I don't see the magic red light. Let me check for the magic red light. Ah, yes, the magic red light. We are recording. All right, as you know, on Sunday, I gave you the total explanation of this pristine vehicle, this highly sought after collector's item, and what I have to go through to get it to pass the e-check. So, I'm going to give you my morning driving routine, wasting gasoline per the state of Ohio. We'll just let it warm up a minute here. I don't know if you can see down here in the dash, but no check engine lights. Make sure we're in gear. Listen to that motor. Isn't that sweet? All right. This is the route that I do daily per the supervisor at the e-check station. And here we go. I basically was told do little city streets and freeway. So this is my morning route. Approaching the freeway, and this is the loop that I do every single day. Getting on 71 South. Get on at 130th, and I run up to 150th. Gotta weave over and miss this big pothole in the freeway. There we go. One little side note that I've noticed, those of you that don't drive the standard transmission, when I shift into overdrive on my Ford Rangers, I get about a 1,000 RPM drop to give me better mileage. On the Nissan, 100 RPM drop. So I don't understand how they could say you get such good mileage in overdrive, because, as I say, you should get a larger RPM drop. Alright, here we are getting off. We get off at 150th. Going to get back on. Now we're going to get on the freeway northbound. And do our loop down to West 25th and back. A little road work going on here. D21 hardbody does have remarkable pickup. Hopefully the blower fan and the wind noise doesn't make the sound all screwy here. But this is the routine every day. Like I can afford to waste gasoline, you know, the state isn't reimbursing me for it. For those state workers. It's only 28 degrees right now, and the wind chill's got to be brutal, although there isn't a lot of wind. Supervisor did tell me to keep it around 60 miles an hour. Japanese weren't known for putting heavy weather strip gaskets in the vehicles. I've never been a big fan of Japanese vehicles. I did have one of these once before. Back in 2000 I had an 86 or an 87 similar to this. They didn't change them much. There is a bit of a weight difference between the Nissan Hardbody and the Ford Ranger. There's a definite difference in the interior. They didn't make any changes from this. I mean, between my 87 and this 97 in 10 years, there's very little change in this dashboard at all, or this interior. Alright, here's our West 25th Street. This is our turn for our loop. That might help with the wind noise. Didn't have the door shut all the way. Duh. Hope that blower isn't making too much noise. But as you can see, if you can see the dash, no check engine lights. I do need to give it a bit of a cleaning. A little bit cold to get out here with a bucket of soap and water and Armor All. We're going to get right back on. This one is a little better because the blinking red light on the other camera's in the front, so you know it's recording. This is a tiny little one at the top, and the bracket that the camera is held in kind of obscures it. So yeah, Thursday I think we'll do an e-check video. Make a quick stop here, boys and girls. I'm going to leave the camera running while I run in. I know you're going to be bored. Need the mask. Yep, got to put the mask on. Okay, boys and girls, sit tight. I'll be right back. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you weren't bored there. If my editing program is working right, which it hasn't been the last couple of tries, I would edit this out. But if I shut the camera off, makes 2 videos, and trying to combine them is a pain. So, all right, we're going to run home because we have done our loop. An accident there. People weren't paying attention to the light. We get the right turn, and when the right turn arrow goes out, then they get the green. Good thing this guy in front of me was paying attention. That's how accidents happen, boys and girls. People on their cell phones, and these new cars with these fancy touch screens. Oh my God. You know, you don't need all of this confusion. You know, Dale's got that new Chevy Impala, and God, you got to go through so many screens to do this and do that and do this and do that. It's just, and every time you go to do something, you got to take your eyes off the road. And here we are, back where we started. All right, I hope you weren't bored too much. But as I say, this is what I have to do daily. And the only light you see, if you can see the dashboard. Yep. Let me pop this camera. Hopefully I don't shake it too much here, getting it off the window mount. All right. I'm going to show you. The only light that you see is the seatbelt light, boys and girls. That's the only light that you see. No check engine light. And listen to this thing idle. You can't even hear it. All right, boys and girls. It's the grumpy old man continuing the geezer rant of attempting to get this vehicle to pass the E-check. Have a good day, boys and girls. Bye-bye.